Okay guys, so it's Jackie. Today we're going to repack the wheel bearings on this SoCal trailer. Had this trailer for about 5 years, a little over 5 years. It's well past time to repack the bearings on it. We already got the wheel off, so everybody knows how to take a wheel off. We're going to start by getting this end cap off here. So we use a chisel and a hammer. Get that broke loose off of there. See it come free. Knock that off. It's out of the way. Our cap cover. Don't need these. We need these diagonal cutters. I see a lot of young folks, folks that are just getting started in the business, and they want to try to take a pair of needle nose pliers and pull this cotter pin out here, and that just won't work. You can get a hold of it with a pair of side cutters. Start it going out. Bend it over. This cotter pin is to hold this nut. We're backing off. Get it started through a little bit. Get a hold of it on the other side here. Work your cutters. Get up against there. Just pull it out, just like that. So much easier than messing around with some daggone needle nose pliers. This nut here is the hold down nut. You see it's hand tight. That's really all it needs to be. Just set the preload on the bearings. We'll do that when we get done cleaning and packing everything. I'm just going to spin that off of there. Set that there. We'll clean that up. Get the washer, the outer bearing out. We'll wipe this out when we get done. Pull this off, this seal right here. We'll take that out, take the inner bearing out, clean all that out, put new grease in, show you how to pack the bearings so that they're greased well. The seal I took out on the other side is already done, and it was quite a pain to get out. So I'm going to get the seal out first, and then we'll go through packing the bearings and cleaning them up. Got just an old cooler here that I hardly ever use anymore. Put some mineral spirits in that. Drop these bearings in there. Let them be soaking a little bit and go in the garage where it's a little shadier and cooler. Work this seal out of here, and then I'll show you how I got it out. Okay, in a perfect world, this one actually came out easier than the other one did. So that's the seal. You see it got tore up coming out. Seal, the seal puller, so you put that in, seals in, set that in there like that, get hold of that, crank it out just like that. This one here, I ended up putting in a vise, and ended up putting this in a vise to hold that drum, and then use the seal puller with a hammer to get the seal out. So worked out all right. No big deal. Easy job. Usually they're a little easier to get out than what this one was. So now we're just going to get these bearings cleaned up inside this old cooler here. See that? Thrust washer. Got the brake cleaner. Okay, so we got the bearings out, got the seal out with a puller, got the inner bearing out. We're gonna clean those up and just some mineral spirits. Get ready to reinstall those. Get them cleaned off here. So we're gonna get all the old grease out. Resist the urge to, you can turn these a little bit. Make sure you got them clean. Resist the urge to spin them around though. Probably not, but may cause a little damage on the bearing if you were to do that. So we'll take this brake cleaner, spray this on out. That'll evaporate real quick, be nice and dry. We turn them a little bit there. Shake that out. Put that on there to dry out. Wash the rest of the washer. You can see that's got a little, I don't know if you can, it's got a little flat side on it right there. So I'll show you about that if you want. That one clean. Spray that out with some brake cleaner. Let it dry. If you had air, you could blow them out. I do have, and just don't. Not necessary. Wouldn't hurt, but it's not necessary. And I don't listen to the compressor run. It's loud as heck. So we're gonna let that dry on the towel here. Your nut's good and clean now. Not that it was going to hurt anything, even if it was dirty. Clean that off. Spray it off. Nothing else in there. I think of mineral spirits here. I'll dump that out somewhere safe. Okay, so clean that off. Spilled my beard, ain't? Clean that off. We're gonna start with here. Let's do this. I'm gonna set this up on here. Wipe that out. this old grease in here. It's not really going to hurt anything. It's not nasty or nothing. Just kind of clean some of that out. And on the other side, set that down in on here. So now comes the nasty part. Got wheel bearing grease here. That wheel bearing grease, which by the way, I called all the big three places in town first to get the seals for these axles, these bearings, and none of them had them. Called the Napa store. Yeah, I got 2 of them sitting right here in stock, so it worked out great. I didn't have to delay a project that I didn't really want to do to begin with, but needed to be done because Napa had it in stock. So we do these bearings. See if I can get them where you can see it here. Yeah, right here. See in between them there, and through there. All these rollers, they all have to have grease in here, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that, and get this thing put back together. So you want to get you some grease, get you a wad of grease here. Put that on your hand. Right, put that in your hand, just like that. Right? And you take this bearing and you just start pushing it down. Pushing it down. And you're pushing grease through. See if you can see that. Pushing grease through that bearing. Now you can see that's coming through on the other side here. So see it's starting to push through. So that means it's pushed all the way through. Now it's got grease in that bearing. So again, I'm going back inside the garage where it's a little cooler, and I'm going to finish packing these 2 bearings, and then we'll get this back together. So you can see how that's starting to poke out there. So you have to go all the way around. Make sure it's poking out all the way around it. And then you're good. So we'll do both of these like this and reinstall everything. Put a little around on the inside race. Won't hurt. The race, that's the part the bearing rides in. The bearing race. Smooth, tapered, just like the bearing. Set that in there. Just like so. Now, I'm going to get the other one. See, it's still nice and clean. Show you. So we're going to take that. Good. Just kind of scrape it. Push down. Grease, just push that down. Just keep pushing down on it. You can see it starting to come out right there. There's the inner one done. Set that down for just a moment, just to double check. We'll double check this inner one. The other one was the outer one. I just want to be sure that I've got grease in all those grooves. Looks like we do. So we're good. It's gonna get dirty. It's alright though. Been dirty before. Clean off. It's all good. You just scrape that off there so you get most of it off doing the job. Just like that. Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm going to slip in the garage, put the new seal in. I'll show you after it's in. Might have heard the hammer beating in there. See the new seals in there. You can see it's just flush. The outside. There's the new bearings in there. So this is ready to install. Simple. Just slide that right back up on there. Just like that. Okay. And take this outer bearing. Clean all that out. Not really hurting anything, it's not dirty. Wipe it out. Put your new bearing in. This right here is an important part. Okay, this washer right here, important part. Flat side there. See, it's got just a little bit of give in it when you put it in there. A little back and forth. Put that back up on there. Get our nut right there. All nice and clean. It's not going to matter. We'll put it through this grease. Put that on. So what I like to do when I do bearings, it's been a while since I've done it because nothing's got tapered bearings anymore. Everything's sealed, but I kind of turn this at the bearing seat. Kind of get it pretty snug, right? And then back it off. Okay, I'm gonna back it off. There's a hole, but the hole don't matter for the cotter key. I take a screwdriver blade, you reach in there to the washer, and you want to be able to just put a little pressure on sideways on this blade, that washer should have a little bit of, be able to move it a little bit. Right now I can't. I'll back it off a little bit more. It feels like about like it was. And try that again. And let's see here. Yeah. So it just does move. It's hard to see, I know, on there. So you want to just be able to move that washer. There. Make sure that's good. Make sure there's a little bit of give in that washer. And there he is. It's hard to see, I'm sure. It's hard for me to see. I'm just looking right at it, but I can feel it. So, here's our cotter pin. Actually, should be replaced, but I'm not worried about it at all. I can't advocate that you don't replace it, because you should. But push that back through there. Bend everything over. See, that keeps that nut from getting any looser. Put that down right there. That's good. Turn it a couple times. Say we did. Check your free play. Feels good there. Take our end cap. Tap that back on. All done. Didn't take long at all. Put the wheels back on. A couple of weeks, we'll be heading to North Carolina with this trailer. And I don't have to worry about the wheel bearings. Alright, so thanks for watching. Hopefully it was helpful to someone. And maybe I'll try to do some other stuff later on that can help you with your, maybe with your trailer, add some stuff to your truck maintenance, trailer maintenance. For now, thanks.